Well, good morning, y'all, and welcome back to the vlog. Today's going to be a kind of a little different vlog. You haven't seen one of these in a while, but I'm going to do a little quick instructional how-to. So today we're putting on cabinet drawer pulls and door pulls in a house, and they're 8-inch and 6-inch. And that involves designing a template and basically custom drilling each one of these holes for all of these cabinets. I think we've got 62 in the kitchen, we've got 16 in the laundry room, and 4 in another small bathroom. So I'm going to show you quickly how to do that. It's pretty simple, but it's simple, but it's complex because you're drilling through some of these cabinets. And if you get the holes wrong, just by 1/8 of an inch, it can cause some really, really serious issues. So y'all, let's get after it. Okay, so we're going to start today with this door right here, and this drawer does not open. It's a false drawer, but we're going to put one in here anyway, and basically the entire kitchen is going to be the same, except every dimension is going to be different. We have about 4 or 5 different dimensions from here to here, so I'm going to show you how to do this real quick. You can find the center point of every one of these. We're going to make a template and use that template for each and every single one of these drawers. So the first thing we're going to do is, like I said, find center point. So we're going to measure this from side to side, and we're at 22. So half of that would be 11. So with a pencil, very, very lightly, you're not going to make a hard mark at all. Very, very lightly, make a mark at 11. And then we'll measure up and down. And that's about, I want to say 5 1/4. So we'll go about 2 3/4, maybe 2 7/8. So we'll try 2 3/4. These cabinets have a little bit of a scroll style here, so you kind of maybe have to make an adjustment. So see, we're at 2 1/2 and 2 3/4. Maybe a little bit more. So we're going to go 2 5/8. So 2 5/8 seems to be good with the scroll here and here. So we're going to go 2 5/8. Double check, because like I said, this has to be exact. 2 5/8, 2 5/8. Okay, so that is our center point right here. That's going to be the center point. Next stage is I have a template here. Now this template is already designed for doors. This basically goes on like this, and here's my holes for, I have, kind of hard to see here, but 7 1/2 inch and 8-inch holes this is already designed for. I don't have it set up for this yet, so we're basically going to set this up, this template up, for each and every single one of these drawers. Okay, so here's the template, and what we're going to do is basically, we know we've got 2 5/8 down from here to center. So what I have done here is I have measured basically from here to here on my plexiglass template sheet, and this is exactly 10. So I've measured that in half, which is 5. And then I've measured down 2 5/8. So this now should be the center point of my cabinet drawer. So what I'll do is I'll line this up just like so, and that should line up with the exact top of this cabinet here, which it does. It lines up exact. So I now know that this is the center point of that drawer. So what I'm going to do now is basically take this handle, and I'm going to measure this handle from this point to this point, and get that measurement, split it in half, and then transfer that measurement over to my plexiglass sheet. Okay, so now that we've got the center point of this plexiglass sheet established, we went ahead and measured our rails, and the rails are about 7 5/8. You split that in half, it's roughly about 3.81, which is going to equate to about 3 13/16. So what I did is I went in from here and measured 3 13/16 from the center, and 3 13/16 from this center. And I basically put my handle up here. I measured down 2 5/8 because that's center, down 2 5/8 because that's center. So I've got kind of hard to see, but I've got a hole right here, or a marker, and I got a marker here. What I'm going to basically do now is I'm going to put the handle up to this in comparison to make sure that the holes line up. I don't know if you can see that very well, but the holes line up dead on exact. So what I'm going to do now is take a drill bit, and I'm going to drill this hole out and that hole out, and that's going to be the template for all of the doors, all of the drawers, not doors, I want to keep saying doors, all of the drawers, because I already have my door template, so I'm going to make my drawer template. I'd say that fast 3 times on a Friday. All right, so once you get your holes drilled, I always like to make sure that my template is correct, so I always screw the handle to the actual template. So now I know that this is going to be an exact setup for each and every single one of these cabinets. All right, so what we've done here is we've measured, like we did in the first step, the center of this drawer from here to here, found the center, made the center template here, which lines up with this. And what you do is you line up the top of your plexiglass with the top of this cabinet. Make sure it's nice and level. And then you basically just mark this hole. And then you mark that hole. And then you come back. Always want to confirm just to make sure, because once you drill this once, you're done. Come back and measure. And we're at 2 5/8. 2 5/8. 2 5/8. 2 5/8, about 7 and say about 5/16, about 7 and a little under 5/16, about a 32nd, but that'll be close enough. So that looks good. So we're going to go ahead and take the drill bit and drill these holes out, and then install the pulls. All right, so now we've got our holes marked and everything is measured and double and triple and quadruple checked. I'm not sure the size of the drill bit I'm using. It looks like it's a little more than 1/8, maybe 3/16. But basically, whatever screws come with your handles and your pulls or your knobs, whatever you use, basically you just match your drill bit up to that and make sure it's relatively the same size. I like to go 1 step bigger to give this a little bit of playroom. I don't want it so tight that I have to hammer these in. So this drill bit is actually about a 32nd bigger than these screws are. So make sure your drill is nice and level and your drill is right on point. And then pray that you got it right. And then before you put your pulls on, go back in here, clean up your little mark. Make sure the cabinet looks really nice and pretty when you're all said and done. And there you go. This here is going to be a little different because we have to reach under here. Since this doesn't pull out, we have to reach under here and put these in that way. I don't know if I'm hitting or not, but... All right, so there you go. This one was a little more complicated because this part here was a lot thicker, so I had to come and basically drill through here as well. And it looks good though. So that's how you do them. We're gonna do this on, good Lord, we got like 900 more to do, so we're gonna get it done. All right, y'all, so that's it on how to install doorknobs and drawer pulls. I guess these are both pulls because they're not knobs, but anyway. Y'all get the idea. If you guys like this video, y'all know what to do, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below if you have any questions, any comments, concerns. I'll try to get to them as quick as I can. I try to respond to each and every single one of you guys because I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Every time you comment, I always try to respond. But anyway, y'all have a great day. We are done. Peace out.